Hey everybody, come on in. This is the Daily Bern. We're going to start in just a minute. I just give a little time for people to get in and a little time for me to get ready. So come on in and we'll start in just a minute. This is the war room of the political revolution, and this is the first episode to be simulcast. We are on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I figured it out. So stay tuned and we will start in just a minute. I am just setting up the streams and getting everything fine-tuned. So this will give you time to like and share, comment, and get ready for the show. We'll start at about 1 minute, at the 1 minute mark. I'm going to give myself a chance to share. I can only share one time. I am in Facebook jail. So if you could share, I would greatly appreciate that. The funny thing about this Facebook jail that I'm in, it is suppression. It's not Facebook jail. I'm not in Facebook jail. I just can't share. I'm in sharing jail. And it's suppression is what it is. And it's funny because my phone even goes slower when I'm doing a show. Like I'm trying to load up my Facebook page to share this feed out, and my phone won't load. It's amazing. Isn't technology amazing? Isn't the reach of the CIA amazing? Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how cool it is that the powers that be can silence dissenting voices so easily? We're in the age of information. Every one of us has a computer in our pocket, but those trying to spread the truth are suppressed. My phone won't even load. So if you can share this, please do. I can't. I have reached the limits of my technology, and I've reached the limits of what the powers that be have decided I am allowed to do. So I will keep spreading the truth, and I will keep doing these shows, but it's going to be up to you guys whether they get out to anybody. So welcome back. This is the Daily Bern. This is the war room of the political revolution, a daily inspirational show that I put on every day for all of us that are out there fighting in this political revolution in order to transform our government into one that works for the people. We gather here every day, Monday through Saturday at 9 a.m. And what I do here is a motivational show, but I am no motivational speaker. I am a realist. Everything that I do on Facebook, and now it will be more on YouTube as well, is all centered around truth. Every show I do an entertainment show, I do a conspiracy theory show, and I do this show. And every one of them has the same agenda, to tell the truth, to spread the truth, and to wake people up, no matter how I'm going about it. So thanks for coming, and thanks for hanging out with us, and please support it. You know, this is not exactly a popular message, and you'll see why as we get into the show here. You'll see why this is not a very popular message and why people don't really want to hear it. Hey, Royce, good to see you. How'd it go with the roofers? But people don't even want to hear it, because what I'm going to tell you, and what I tell you every day, and what Bernie's telling you, if you really listen, is that this is our fight. This is our responsibility. This is our revolution. That's literal. It's not just branding. It's not just what they've called it. This is our revolution, and it is up to us fully to do all we can to move it forward and to win, to get out there and to be the media, to be Bernie's army and win. And Bernie, let's talk about Bernie for a second. Some of you know Bernie had some health issues recently, and he had to have 2 stents inserted in arteries in his heart because of chest pain. Well, when I first heard the news, I thought it was tragic. And of course, the media didn't do anything to help alleviate my worries. They acted like his campaign was over. Well, the more you look into stents, it's a very common medical practice, procedure. It's something very common that's done all the time and isn't even a very big deal. It's outpatient surgery. So Bernie's fine. He probably eats too much fast food, and he's working way too hard, for sure, but he's fine. And he is back in the game. He's back on the campaign trail. He took a little time off, like I said, for this procedure, but he is back at it now. So Bernie's back at it And our job never stopped. We just need to keep going, keep moving forward, and keep doing what we're doing. What we're currently doing is how change takes place. Millions of people rising up together, united, taking a stand and making their voices heard. That's how change has always taken place. That's the only way that it has ever taken place. And that's historically true. That's not me believing in Bernie or believing in what Bernie's saying to me. That's history. That's learning from history. If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. And the powers that be, those in control of us, are trying to eliminate truth in real time. Things like this show right here. This show has been going on for 5 months. It's a baby still. So we're still building an audience, But we were doing 300 to 400 views a day. Easy. Every day. Now it's 50. They have shut me down. I've been in Facebook jail 3 times this week. They've put content strikes on my posts, on my page, on everything. Not just these shows, but everything. Where I just have a text. Just a little, all you need is you. Community strike. Because they're shutting me up. They're shutting me down, which is why I'm opening up the multi-streams. Why I'm going to stream to multiple platforms now. But my voice will continue to be silenced. Because the powers that be don't want this. They don't want someone out there telling you the truth, and they damn sure don't want anyone reinforcing that what we need to do is what we're doing. They want to distract and divide us. They want to break us up. They want to convince us that this is not how change takes place. Well, that's a lie. They also want to convince you that it's impossible. That's another lie. And that's the media. The media is going to do that. The media's job is to deceive and divide and break people up into little groups, and that's their purpose. They're going to do that. We can't do anything to stop that, and that's just going to happen. But what bothers me more is people that have huge presences on social media, and they use that presence to tell people that what we need to do is quit. What we need to do is give up. That voting is stupid. That participating in voting is actually compliance, is telling them that, it's okay. It's okay to have endless war in my name, and it's okay to do this and that. It's okay to suppress truth online. It's okay to suppress people on the internet. It's okay to have modern-day book burnings where you take down and suppress people. It's okay to do all that. Because you vote, you're saying that's okay. All the bad, you're in favor of. This logic. And I watched this person's feed this morning. This particular person has a much larger reach than me, gets out to much more people, has a much larger audience. And all he talks about is quitting. And they love it. They eat it up with a spoon. I watch his comment section, and they love it. I almost dropped my favorite word, but I'm trying hard not to cuss on the Daily Bern. Because I do this as volunteering. I consider this extra volunteering. I include a link in the description of every Daily Bern to BernieSanders.com. Please go there, see if there's anything you can do. Volunteering, donating, anything at all. But this is something I do, and I do the texting as well. I am one of the 3 million that volunteer for Bernie Sanders. 3 million. You heard me correct. I'm a little all over the place today because I'm excited, and I'm also looking at 2 feeds. I'm looking at YouTube and Facebook at the same time now, and I'm trying to keep up. But it is a lot, because I'm still learning how to do this. And so I have 3 tabs open, and I'm going from tab to tab while I'm talking to you guys. So if I get a little over the place today, please forgive me. I will get better at juggling all of this. I'm excited, though, because they are shutting me down. So the more places I can put this out to, the better. And some of the sites I'm looking at are paid sites. But I'm still, I'm looking at other platforms and places to go. But I will continue to stream on Facebook and YouTube, no matter what. If they shut me down, at least YouTube lets you stay up. They don't promote you or push you in their algorithm, but they let you stay up for now. Eventually, they'll start taking people down. Facebook has come out and said that they are a publisher and that they can allow whatever content they want. And they have a lot of new rules. I don't know if you've seen their new rules, but they are impossible to follow. You can't follow the Facebook guidelines. My wife keeps telling me, well, if you would follow the Facebook guidelines, you would be okay. No, I wouldn't. They would still stifle and throttle my shows. and silence me. That's a direct agenda. The Facebook, Google, all of that, they are part of the mainstream media. And the mainstream media's whole job is to distract, divide, and deceive. That's their entire purpose. That's their mission statement. And that's been that way for a long time. That's nothing new. Royce says we are Bernie's media. We are absolutely Bernie's media. Kathy's here. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you. We're double streaming, buddy. We figured it out. But I am trying to keep up with you guys' comments. If I miss one, no, I will get back to it. We're going to do a little longer today since we're in both places. I'm thinking about at least a half hour, maybe 45-minute show. I do have to work today. A lot of people have asked me to do the Daily Bern later in the day. A lot of people have told me that I do the Daily Bern too early. Let me know what you think, because I do this stuff around my job. I'm not professional yet. I'm trying to be. I've given myself a year, and within a year, I want to be professionally doing these shows. I want to be professionally making content for you guys. So if you can support that, please do. And you can do that many ways. There's links in the description how to support me, and you can like and share. Just getting it out, helping me build my audience, subscribing to the YouTube channel. Those are all fantastic ways to help me grow. And just help in any way you can. Because in a year, I hope to be doing this professionally. But right now, I do have a job, and I have to do this around my job. So the point of the Daily Bern being on in the morning has a few points. One, that way it's out there all day, so people can watch it later and interact with it later on. I always film it with that in mind. Even though it's a live show, we were pre-recorded for a little while, so I kind of have this in my head to always talk to people later on in the day, to not really try to focus just on who's here right now, So that's what I thought with leaving it up at 9 a.m., because in that way, no matter what time of day, there's a Daily Bern, a fresh Daily Bern you can go watch on Our Revolution War Room or YouTube now, and whatever time of day, and you can check it out whenever you want. And that's what I wanted this to be, a motivational place where the burners and the revolutionaries that are fighting to change our government could gather and inspire each other and draw inspiration. But as I said in the beginning, it's hard for me because I'm not a motivational guy. I have a lot of mental issues that I deal with. I deal with heavy depression. It's hard. But I build myself up every day to do this show, and I believe in this movement not because of anything other than it's the way that change takes place. It is the way change happens. But Kathy says that the stents are an easy surgery, and stents keep arteries open. As for kidneys also, taking the weekend off, then Bionic Bernie's back at it. Yeah, he's a cyborg now. He's going to be crushing it. He's going to be better than ever. Kathy says Facebook has sent me no notice that the shares I put out have been proven false. All I share is independent media that I trust. Yeah, they're stifling truth. This attack and this war against fake news has nothing to do with fake news. It has to do with shutting down people like me. There has always been things like the National Enquirer and fake news. They're not worried about the Onion. They're worried about me. And not me in particular. I haven't built an audience to be, attacked or have my own CIA guy or anything like that. I don't want to sound like I'm being paranoid, but people like me. People that are telling the truth, people that are putting out independent media and independent shows and telling people, for instance, how to fight back. We've never been taught how to participate in democracy. Well, what we're doing right now is how you participate in democracy. And like I was talking about with these dissenters that spend all day talking about how we should quit and give up. And they even say that we're responsible for it by voting. That is ridiculous. You can't make any change without participating in the system that controls you. To ignore it and to give it free rein is not any kind of answer. So to give up makes no sense. To quit fighting makes no sense. Now, I believe in freedom, so that's your right. Like I told them in his feed, I'm always in his feed. I like him. I like most of what he talks about. I don't want it to sound like I'm there to troll. But I do let it be known that this is not true, guys. This is not true. You have to take responsibility for this. And like I said, he has a huge audience, and they eat it up with a spoon, this quitting. They love it. They love it. They love to sit and talk about how we're not responsible for this. Well, we are absolutely responsible for this. Things got the way they are because we fell asleep at the wheel. We gave rich psychopaths control of our government, let them buy it off piece by piece. Now we find ourselves in this situation. And who do we expect to get us out of it? Who's coming to save us? I would love to hear who they think is coming to rescue us, because no one is. No one is. Absolutely no one is coming to rescue us, not even Bernie Sanders. And I'm a big supporter of Bernie's. I believe in Bernie. I believe in what he's doing. I believe in our revolution. And more than that, I believe we can win it. But I don't think Bernie can save us. Bernie's never told you he could save you. A lot of these people are jaded. These people that have given up on politics, they're mad at Bernie, is what it really is. They're hurt. When 2016 happened, Bernie didn't do what they wanted him to do. They disagreed with what Bernie did. Now, I don't agree with Bernie all the time, nor do I think it's realistic to. But these people are hurt. They're deeply hurt. But they're lying to you. Now, that's something I don't do. I won't do that. And my show's not popular for a couple of reasons, and I think one of them is because I tell everyone every day that this is our responsibility. This is our fight. There is no savior coming to save us. We have to do that ourselves. We cannot expect anyone else to get us out of this mess. This is our fight. This is our revolution, and this is a fight. It just doesn't look like a fight to you because you've never been taught or prepared how to do this. But this is how we fight. This is what a peaceful revolution looks like. And as Kennedy said, if peaceful revolution is made impossible, violent revolution will become inevitable. These psychopaths that rule us from behind the curtain, their greed knows no limits and no bounds. They will never self-correct. They will never stop. They will never quit doing what they're doing. We have to stop them. Evil does not thrive because evil is so great and powerful. Evil thrives because good people do nothing. Look the other way. We can't continue to do that. It is insanity to continue to do that and expect different results. Literally. We have to get involved. We have to take action, and we are. Millions of people are rising up. And it only takes 3% of a population to overthrow a government. 3% to have a successful revolution. That's only about 10, 11 million people. 3 million people are already volunteering, have already signed up and are committed to canvass, table, phone bank. Do everything they can to help Bernie get elected. 3 million people. More than that support Bernie. Do you think we're not already at 11 million? We're doing this. And we're going to win. Not Bernie. Us. And this doesn't stop when we elect Bernie Sanders. This isn't over when Bernie walks into the White House. We hold Bernie accountable too. We keep working. We stay vigilant. This is all on us. And that's what these quitters love about this quitter mentality, is the release of the responsibility. They love being told by someone every day that they are not responsible for the way things are. Well, that is an outright lie. That is an outright lie, and there is no point in spreading that lie. To use your platform to spread that lie is dangerous. So, you know who you are. What you're doing is dangerous. And I know you're having a good time. I do shows myself. I know you like it. And that's why you do it. You do it out of love. And you do it because you like doing it and you think you're doing a good thing. But what you're doing is telling people to quit, to lay down, to give up. That is not the answer. I understand walking away from politics. I understand being jaded with the whole system. I understand completely. It's a rigged, set-up game. But it can be overwhelmed with our numbers. And that's the only way to overwhelm it. That's the only way it's ever been able to be overwhelmed. There is a fail-safe in this rigged game. But they don't worry about it because we never do what we need to do. The people never stand united. We always fold like lawn chairs. But we didn't in 2016. How do you think we ended up with this orange idiot as president? The people stood their ground, whether it was people voting for the orange idiot because they believed he was against the establishment, or people that were jaded by the Democrats rigging their primary in 2016 and either sat it out or outright voted for the orange idiot. We brought them to their knees. They used everything they could in the media, every weapon they had to try and install Hillary Clinton, and they weren't able to do it. And the reason was because we didn't fold. Well, now we need to do the rest of the work. We need to deliver the killing blow. We need to finish what we started. We have to do that, the people. And to tell people otherwise is to outright lie to them. Now, I don't do that here. But I don't tell you it's going to be easy either. You're going to have to work. A dream and a goal without the work will always stay a dream and a goal. It will never materialize. It will never come to be if you don't put in the effort needed. So what I ask that you do is pick something. Anything. It can be as little as I'm going to share 3 truth articles to Facebook. I'm going to tell one person each day about Bernie Sanders. I'm going to inform one person about these policies and about these things. Medicare for all, etc. Anything. Pick one thing that you can do. Whatever your skill or your talent is, we all have different skills and talents. Pick something that fits you, commit to it, and do it every day. Every day. Now, I'm telling you, no matter what you pick, even if it's something that you absolutely love, there will come days when you don't want to do it. When you just want to lay down and you don't want to do it and you just want to rest and take it easy. Don't. Keep going. Keep pushing forward. And we'll win. Sorry, I was trying to fix the camera, but it's not working. We will win. There is no way we'll lose, and that's not a lie in any shape or form. That is the way that change happens and the way it's always happened. When the people stand united. You know, look at how any group got their rights, any group moved forward and got progress in society, and you will see millions of people standing united and demanding it. It's the way it happens every time. Now, they're convincing you it can't, and they will, all the way up until it does. Everyone wants to tell you it's impossible until it happens. Everyone wants to break you down and tell you can't do it until you do it. Then they'll be right there to act like they were in support of you the whole time. I was right here, buddy. I knew you could do it. They want you to fail. Because if you do something great, if you do something good, that points out that maybe they should, right? Well, they don't want that. They don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to put any extra work or effort in. They want everything given to them. They want everything to be simple. Well, everything's not simple. Things are hard. Life is hard. And if you want anything, whether that be to lose weight or to change the government, you can do it. If you believe in yourself, your mind is more powerful than they ever want you to know. They don't ever want us to realize our potential, whether that be keeping us weak by keeping us divided, or by keeping us weak by keeping the truth of our existence from us, the truth of our capabilities, what we are capable of. They keep everything from us. They'll never give us anything. We have to take it. There are more of us than there are of them. Do you understand? They're outnumbered. They can't stop us. Stop with this defeated mentality. I understand things are bad. I understand we found ourselves in a very terrible situation. Things are bad. Things are going to get much worse if we don't do something. Stop waiting for a hero and stop waiting for permission. No one's ever going to tell you, it's okay, guys, it's time now. We've decided that we have enough. Jeff Bezos is never going to decide, hey, guys, $100 billion is enough. Everything else I make this year, I'm going to put back into my company. I'm going to put back into the employees at Amazon. He's never going to have that revelation. That's never going to happen. He's got a yacht that parks inside of his yacht. His greed knows no limits. The Walton family. the largest employers in this country, are never going to decide, hey guys, we're going to give you benefits. We're going to support our employees. We're going to put our money into our employees and invest inward. That's never going to happen. They will never self-correct. This is our job and our responsibility. And the only thing that's going to make any change happen is us fully embracing that and moving forward and doing the work. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's quit waiting. Let's go and take it. We got to take what's ours, and this is ours. We're leaving money on the table. We're allowing billionaires to not pay taxes, and we're letting ourselves be held for ransom if we get sick. We're letting our lives be destroyed because we got sick. In other countries, they don't open their wallet when they go to the doctor. Do you understand? We are the last to the party on this. $14 for an aspirin. That's what an aspirin costs you at the hospital. $14 for one aspirin. You want to know how that greed has gotten there? You want to know how we found ourselves in that position? Open your eyes. Look around you. Ask yourself, are we responsible? People don't want to take responsibility. They don't want it to be their fault. We have to own this, good and bad. It's all ours. This is our world. It's not theirs. The people that are controlling us and draining our resources and killing this planet could fit in this room. They have names and addresses. We know who they are. We don't have to allow it. And what we're doing right now is how it stops. So be part of it. Join our movement. Join up with us. Do all that you can. And we can win. We can change this world and this society into one that works for and benefits the people. We can take the power back. But we have to take it. Nobody's going to give it to us. And nobody's going to make it easy. And every one of them is going to do all they can to stop us. They're going to do all they can. But it's not going to matter. In the end, it is not going to matter. Do you see what I mean? Because we're going to overwhelm them. We overwhelm them with their numbers. That is how we win this. That is what is going to happen as well. Every voting opportunity, every caucus, every chance that we get to flex and to show our power, we need to be there in droves. It needs to look like a Bernie rally every time. And if we do that, and we will, if we do that, if millions of us commit to doing that, there is absolutely nothing they can do to stop us. Now, I don't care where you land politically. You need to be part of this movement. Anything that you don't agree with in this movement, we can work out later. Let's take the power back. If you support Donald Trump because you believe he's anti-establishment, open your eyes. There is a real, actual anti-establishment candidate running for president in this country right now with a huge movement behind him. Let's do it. You know, and I get asked all the time, what are you going to do when they rig it, Sean? What are you going to do when this fails? Well, if we fail, not they, not what if they rig it. They're going to rig it. They're going to use their media against us. They're going to do everything they can. But if we fail, let's for a second entertain this. I usually don't. I don't have time for plan B. It gets in the way of plan A. I don't think we're going to lose. But if we lose, I will have no faith in politics anymore. I won't. Because we will have failed at our greatest opportunity. We've been given a golden football here. It couldn't be easier. All we have to do is walk it into the end zone. And we win. We've been given a pathway, shown exactly how to do it, had a beautiful movement organized for us. All we got to do is all we can and we'll win. So if we drop that ball, if we fail, and it will be because we failed, take ownership. Take responsibility. Even if it's uncomfortable, own this. If we fail, then I will move my focus in a different direction, but it will still be in the direction of revolution. So we'll still do this little show. We'll still talk about fighting back every day because that's what needs to happen. The reason why I'm throwing all my support behind this is because it's happening right now. And I've got to do all I can to inform people of that because the media, and we're going to look at that right now, the media is going to do everything they can to distract and divide us. Today's Know Your Enemy segment, what Know Your Enemy is a segment on the Daily Bern where we look at the news. And we look at it from the mainstream media point of view. Today, we are looking at MSN. Yesterday was NPR. Day before that was CNN. I just pull up a mainstream media site. I haven't looked at this yet today, and we're going to look through it together and see what propaganda we're up against. Already, I've noticed, Bernie's too old. Trump should release transcripts of talks with China's... what? You know, the transcripts of the call with the Ukrainian guy didn't go very well. I don't think you want him releasing any more transcripts. He may have broke the law, and they may have something with this impeachment, but I think it is distraction. I don't think they're going to impeach Trump. I think we need to beat Trump in an election with ideas. That's how we need to replace Trump. Do I think it's great that Trump is president? No. But would I think it's great for Mike Pence to be president? Absolutely not. You know, let's beat him in the election. You want to beat Donald Trump? You want to get rid of Donald Trump? Let's beat him in the election. And just think about how awesome that's going to be, watching Bernie tear that orange bastard to shreds. It's going to be phenomenal. Let's do that. Let's have a little fun. Stop waiting for these people to save you. Look at how many pictures of Trump are on the front page of MSN. The fear porn for the orange man. This is where Trump derangement syndrome comes from. I'm on one scroll. Some of you that don't know about internet stuff, the first scroll, your top scroll, this is your main stories. This is what they want you to focus on. Your first scroll is past 2 or 3 scrolls. No one does that. So everything that a media site wants you to focus on is going to be in your first 2 or 3 scrolls. There are 4 pictures of Trump on the very first scroll. I do one more, and we've got Biden and Buttigieg and Pence. But this one here, that blows me away. The coverage and the pictures that they choose. If you look at Fox, you're going to see much more positive pictures of Trump. If my computer could handle 5 tabs open at a time, I would bring it up and show you. But you probably know what I'm talking about. Fox is very Trump friendly, and they use positive pictures of Trump. But I am now 7 scrolls down, and I'm almost at the bottom of their page, and I've not seen a Bernie story. Bernie Sanders is the Democratic frontrunner. If you believe otherwise, you believe lies. You believe these things, these fake polls, right? Let's see what MSN's polls show. But you believe these. These are bullshit. Sorry, I realize I've dropped that word a couple times. I'll do better. I'm only human. And they say that cursing is a sign of intelligence. They say that intelligent people tend to curse more, they tend to stay up later, and they tend to be messy. So I'm looking at my surroundings and the fact that I stayed up late and woke up early, and I think I'm pretty intelligent. My room is a mess. My office is a mess. And I curse all the time. Okay, it's not going to load this, I guess. Sorry. But Bernie will be in the Dem debate. This here is about the Dem debate. I'm not going to try too many more tricks and stuff. We will get fancier moving forward. I got a new computer being built for the shows, so it will get better. But Bernie is going to be in the debate. The debates are happening the 15th, and 12 candidates are going to be in the debates, and Tulsi is among them. So we will get to see Bernie and Tulsi in the same debate, so that's cool. But what I want to show, let me see if it'll bring up the politics page one time. I just want to show that no matter what mainstream media site I pull up, you're not going to find stories on Bernie Sanders. The media is going to do all they can to convince you that what is happening right now isn't even happening. That's their job. There is a political revolution going on in this country with 3 million volunteers, 1 million individual donations, raised record-breaking numbers in a short period of time, crushed every fundraising goal every quarter. No coverage. The media is completely ignoring it. But they're covering Joe Biden. Joe Biden has like 4 stories on this front page. Joe Biden's campaign is over. Joe Biden imploded. Joe Biden is done. How old is too old? White House hopefuls confront age debate. I would vote for Bernie if he was a head in a jar on Futurama. I saw a meme that said that this morning, and I would. I want Bernie's ideas. I'm not voting for Bernie to have him prize fight for me. I'm voting for him to sit in an office, to sit at a desk, and to use his mind, right? I think he's fully capable of doing that. The man's got quite a good jump shot. He's in very good shape. He might be 78, but the man's doing great. And I'm not worried about his health, and I don't care about his age. And anybody that really cares about things like policy and things that matter and votes for those reasons and votes for, those things instead of voting out of popularity or voting for who the media tells you to or anything like that, none of those people are going to care about his age either. But that's what they're going to use. What else do they got? A 40-year career of staying on message, staying on point, fighting for the same things. And again, Bernie is just our candidate. Bernie Sanders is just a man. I get asked all the time because I'm a conspiracy theory guy. I have the conspiracy theory show, and we do cover conspiracies. I cover conspiracies on the Bern. I talk about it. So they're like, well, how can you have faith in this rigged system when you know all this? I don't have faith in the rigged system, guys. I have faith in us. I have faith that we're going to do what needs to happen, that we're going to win, us. Not the system, not anything else, but us doing all that we can. Real quick, I'm going to close out the news with this article from Politico. I caught my eye and I want to look at it. This is about Tulsi. And I think we need to start seeing Tulsi as an aide. Tulsi is an ally. Tulsi is on our side. Honestly, I don't believe Tulsi is running for president to win. I think Bernie and Tulsi are running together. I think you will see Bernie absorb Tulsi into his campaign as soon as she drops out. And I think maybe they'll early on announce that she's the VP and run a co-campaign. These are just my theories. But I firmly believe that no matter what happens, Tulsi is an ally. So a lot of burners, I see a lot of burners out there attacking her. She's not going to pull focus. Don't worry about that. Tulsi's not going to pull focus from Bernie. And she is an attack dog. She's an ally. She took Kamala Harris down. Why do you think they're pushing Elizabeth Warren right now? They would have been pushing Kamala Harris when Biden imploded. And they knew for a fact that Biden was going to implode. Tulsi's on our side. So Gabbard missed a September debate and will be relegated to the side of the stage on October 15th because she is polling lower than most of her rivals. But Gabbard, whose worldview on key issues diverges from other Democrats, has sharply criticized other candidates in each of the debates so far, including telling Kamala Harris that people suffered under her reign, which they did. Kamala is a cop. Kamala was a vicious prosecutor and locked up many people, minority people, for marijuana, went after for nonviolent offenses, ruined people's lives, was vicious. She is a cop. And she did cause harm, and people did suffer under her reign. And Tulsi is going to point things out like that. Wait till you see her on October 15th. I'm telling you, she's going to take somebody else out at the knees. She's the attack dog. That's my theory. But I think it's a pretty good one. I think it's based in logic and based in fact. But I think we need to be friendlier to Tulsi. I'm not talking to everyone. There are certain burners, though, that see her as a threat. She's not a threat. She's a friend. And I'm telling you, she's going to get absorbed into the campaign. I really do believe that. I believe that they're running together. I believe that's been the plan from the beginning. Now, I would rather see Nina as VP for sure. I'm a big Nina Turner fan. I know a lot of you are too. Nina's very popular. But hold on, I was just making sure we were still live. I've been Oprah here for a long time. I wanted to make sure I didn't crash us out. I would much rather see Nina, but I think it's going to be Tulsi. I think we're looking at Tulsi as VP. So I think we need to get used to that idea, and we need to embrace Tulsi moving forward. I think we need to embrace her and be friendlier to her and see her as an ally. But right now, I'm going to move towards wrapping up. We've went for 40 minutes. So this has been a pretty good episode of the Daily Bern, and it was our first simulcast. So hopefully I made sense. I was all over the place. I was trying to keep track of this on 2 platforms, and it's a lot to juggle. But I like it. I like getting out to more places, and I'm going to add more platforms. So tell me what platforms you like. I'm thinking of adding Periscope and maybe Roku. Streaming on Roku and Periscope as well. So I can do up to 5 at a time on the service I'm using. And it is a paid service. So all this stuff costs money, and if you can support it, please do. But if you can support it by sharing it, share the hell out of it. I can't. And I shouldn't, honestly. I'm going to stop focusing on sharing and just start creating the content. If it has value, it will stand on its own. And I think it has value. I believe that it does have value, and I believe that it will stand on its own. We will build an audience. And me obsessing over it and sharing and trying so hard to get it out there is really driving me crazy personally, especially since I'm being suppressed. It's breaking my will. So I'm going to now focus on just giving you guys great shows. And if you like them, you will share and support them. And if not, they'll die. And if they die, then that's what needed to happen. We're gonna leave it up to God from now on. Moving forward, I'm gonna put it in your hands. And whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna make these shows, I'm gonna make this content, I'm gonna put it out to all these sites. If it grows, it grows. I hope it does. I'd like to see this message get out. I'd like to see it get to a wider audience, because we're going to win this. This revolution, we're going to win this. This is going to happen. We're on the right path. We're doing the right thing. So just stay focused. Stay vigilant. Stay in the fight. But anything you guys want to talk about or plug or anything, let me know, and I'll get it out. Anything you want to mention or something that I didn't mention. I didn't go over Bernie events today because I don't know exactly how much he's going to dive back in. Like I said, Bernie's back out there. Bernie's campaigning again. He is in good health. That was an outpatient procedure. I didn't know this either, but stents are very common. It was an outpatient procedure, and he is fine. So he will be out doing what he's doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting. Do all you can, and we're going to win. So thanks for watching the Daily Bern. We do this every day at 9 a.m. And now it will be on YouTube as well, live every day at 9 a.m. So check us out Monday through Saturday at 9 a.m. and share it out. Get it out there. For those of you on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and click the little bell, and you'll be able to follow us. And on Facebook too, subscribe to Our Revolution War Room and click notifications. It may not notify you. I get told all the time, hey, I'm not getting notifications when you go live, but I can't do anything about that. That's Facebook shutting me down, and I can't do anything about that. So I'm going to do what I can. You guys do what you can, and together we're going to win. So keep fighting. Keep doing all you can. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next episode of the Daily Bern. Keep fighting out there.